Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the stream. Our section's a little bit late, so it will be overrunning a little bit, but that's mostly my fault, so I apologise. For anyone just joining, my name is Arthremis, or Paige, whichever you prefer. The name is a mixture of arthritis, which I have, and Greek mythology, which I love. And I am your host for this section of the second Through Our Eyes stream, which is an LGBTQIA I8 plus Electric Boogaloo special second edition, which is also a charity fundraiser for the mermaids. You can see above we have raised a fifth of our goal already, and we have 5 panels, so if we can keep doing this, we should get to our goal of £2,500. And if you don't know who the mermaids are, they are a UK-based charity who help trans and gender non-conforming youth and their families. So if a kid goes to their parent and says, I think I might like boys, and the parent goes, okay, what I don't know what to do, is then they can go to somebody and say, what do I do with this information? And they will get help, and they can be, taught and given help and advice, because not everyone knows what to do immediately, and it can be scary both for the kids and their families. So it's so important to have somebody who's not judgmental, somebody who knows what they're talking about, has lived experience, to be able to go, all right, first take a deep breath. This is fine. Let's talk about it. So I'm really excited we're raising for them today. And as I say, we're at £567 already. And we've only been going for a couple of hours, which is fucking amazing. We are on mature, by the way, so you can swear all you want, everybody. Don't you worry. You're all good to go. But look at this.
Yes.
I was just going to say, thank fuck.
I was going to say, Cassie's about to throw herself out of the room. We just know that. So.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yes.
I'm done.
Everybody just fuck.
No, okay, not that mature. Jesus Christ.
TOS.
All right, please don't get me banned right now, honestly. Jeez. Let me do that myself. Anyway, let's get started. Let's start nice and easily. We're going to start by introducing my co-host, but also guest panelist at the moment, the stunning and beautiful and brilliant Mouse Was Taken. Hello, Mouse.
Hello.
You've
I came up with new facts and everything.
Oh my god, I haven't thought of any, so that's fine. I might just start singing, who knows? We'll see what happens next panel. But you've had a quadruple shot of coffee, and yeah. It's getting there.
It's not kicked in.
It's not kicked in yet.
I don't think it's gonna, so we're just gonna go with this energy today.
Chill vibe energy, we're fine.
Sad, tired energy. It's a vibe. It's fine. But yeah. So I'm Mouse, or Mouse Was Taken. I don't have a fun story about my username. It was literally just the username Mouse Was Taken by Twitch staff. They stole it from me.
How dare.
Honestly.
And my pronouns are she, they. I'm gender fluid because gender in this economy, no. Can't do it. Just can't do it. I'm also on the ace spectrum. I'm asexual. I'm panromantic. I have undiagnosed ADHD, which is part of the reason why I can't make a decision about myself.
Makes sense to me. Right, so, I mean, that's pretty much a little bit about you and your name. So why are you taking part and co-hosting today's discussion?
So first of all, Mermaids is a very special charity to me. Growing up, one of my best friends came out as transgender, and they unfortunately did not have a good experience. And they came out when we were 12, and by the time that I was 17, I had lost them. It was really not a great thing, because they didn't have that support, and I don't want anyone else to ever feel like that support isn't there for them. So things like Mermaids, the Trevor Project, Stonewall, they're all such great charities that I just, they're near and dear to me. So that's part of the reason why I'm specifically helping co-host this one, because it is a charity that, I wish that my friend had had that support. I'm also, I'm here, I'm queer. I'm asexual. I'm panromantic. I grew up in a time period where being bisexual wasn't a real thing. So I went between people calling me gay and people calling me straight. Because if you grew up in the 90s, bisexual's not a real thing. It was just made up apparently. You had to pick one. I don't do decision making, so I picked both. Plus everyone else that doesn't conform to gender. And yeah, I'm in a hetero presenting relationship. And being ace and being in a hetero presenting relationship, generally people are just like, oh no, you're just straight. Which isn't the case. That's not my truth. And yeah, I'm here, I'm queer, and I'm never going to shut up about it.
Fantastic. And do you have 3 new fun facts about you?
I do. I actually thought of some fun facts.
Go for it.
So, first of all, going along the lines of I don't know how to make decisions. I'm 28 years old. I have a degree in forensic science. I went on to do a PhD in chemistry, and now I'm trying to work as a community manager in the games industry because I decided I don't like science anymore.
Yeah, fuck
My
science.
first
Who needs
fun
it?
fact of changing my entire life at 28 years old, because that's what people do, right? My second fun fact is that oh god, I've already forgotten it. Okay, let's go with the fact that I have no memory.
Cool.
As soon as something is out of sight, it's out of mind. I do not remember what my second fun fact was. I'm sure it was great, and maybe I'll remember it for next panel. But I have no memory. There are long-term memory events that are like burned in my brain, and other things I'm just like, I don't know if this happened or if it was in a movie I saw. And my third fun fact, let's go with I am 5'2", so 159 centimeters for anyone that doesn't use feet and inches. So I'm a very small, angry Scottish person.
That's not fun, Mouse. That's not fun.
I used to be a nationally ranked kickboxer, as well as
Excellent.
an elite gymnast that once upon a time wanted to go to the Olympics, and then she landed on a dislocated knee.
Nasty. I can beat one of your fun facts, though. I am only 149 centimeters, so...
You're like 10 centimeters shorter than me.
Yeah, I'm a very small human. I think I'm essentially a chihuahua in human form. Just rage, teeth, and, 10% tremble, 90% rage. And
149 centimeter club represent.
I'm not the only one. Together we make one regularly sized human. So thank you very much, Mouse. And where can people find you online if they want to come and check you out, apart from typing !multi in the chat?
So you can find me on Twitter as Mouse is taken, because Mouse was taken was ironically taken by an account that hasn't been active since 2015 and has something to do with fish on it. I don't remember. It's something to do with fish. You can find me on Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok because I am down with the kids as Mouse was taken. I post on TikTok fairly regularly. I've started posting my horror stories from working in a kilt hire shop because I'm the most unbelievably stereotypical Scottish person you can find, I think. And yeah, I stream on Twitch full time Monday to Friday. And I do things. I try to make plans, but my brain doesn't really like plans. So we just kind of do whatever it feels like at the time.
Perfect. And we love you for it. So Thank you very much, Mouse. Let's get on to our next guest, who so far has been standing still for about 3 seconds and has been tumbling for the rest of the entire 10 minutes we've already been live. They will not stand still. I'm not even sure if I can say their name before they're going to collapse into the... No, oh God, they're on the chair. Cassie! Cassie is... I mean, we've got Ali Mac here, like right next to me, one of my favorite streamers and human beings in the world, and I will say that because...
You did this. You put us together.
Did you think about this?
I did, actually. I deliberately thought about this. And then I put
You're like two of the most chaotic people on Twitch.
Yeah, but I put Liv in here to balance us out. We're fine. Don't worry. And then... But we've got Ali here. We've got Ali here. And Ali is one of the most chaotic people I know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure... So if the moon is Ali's chaoticness, Jupiter is Cassie's.
Oh wait, which Ali?
God damn it, too many Alis.
Me.
So I'll do this if it's you, Shan, and that if it's that Ali. Two will look. That's fine. Don't worry, we'll get there. Cassie, could you tell us your name, even though I said it 12 times, and tell us what your pronouns are?
Hi, it's Cassie Joy. I go by she, her.
Perfect. Can you tell us a little bit about you?
Transgender, demisexual, biromantic, lesbian, polyamorous woman on the internet. I do content for queer people and tech educational content.
Perfect. And why are you taking part in today's discussion?
Because I'm very queer, and the fact that the cis straights are mean to us makes me angry.
Oh, that one got... Honestly, I decided to wear liquid eyeliner today. The first thing Kay said was that she beat a man with another man. And now I... No, I keep making that accidentally... she hit a man with another man. And, oh, God. All right.
What's the saying? Not gay isn't happy, queer isn't fuck you. Yeah, that's I live that energy.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Cassie. Can you tell us three fun facts about you?
You know, this is the hardest part
I know.
of this introduction question because I don't think of myself as a fun person.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I think I'm fucking boring as shit. There's
that
a
probably
fun fact.
is a fun fact then.
That's a fun fact. Let's see. I've been broadcasting for 10 years and worked in live entertainment broadcast for 7. There's another one. And another fun fact, Mia doesn't know this one, but Mia and Nicotine are the reason I came out as trans.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow.
Awesome.
I feel honored. Jesus. So I'm partly responsible for all of this. So.
Mia, we're gonna have to have a talk about this afterwards, honestly.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I think we've got some explaining to do.
What happened? We unleashed upon the world.
I have seen... I'm sorry, we do have to stop the entire thing when the cat walks into the room. Mia, a cat has just walked into the room.
Yeah, this is... Okay, I'll give the cat the introduction. This is Mochi. He's an asshole.
Cool.
And he just ate, so I'm hoping he doesn't throw up because he eats too quickly. So, yeah, that's...
What kind of donation incentive do we have to hit to make that cat high five on stream?
Oh, yeah, the cat can high five. If you all want to see the cat high five, there needs to be donations.
Oh, shit.
And, like, you shake paws.
Okay,
I need cat tricks.
Can
Can somebody please donate some money?
Because I need to see this.
Yeah,
also,
we saw before the stream, and it is well worth it.
Yeah, and I do also have the bag of cat treats. So even if you can't donate much, but you have £5 to donate, the next time a cat turns up on my stream, there will be treats for said cat.
I have a dog, and I have treats as well. So
I have some cat treats and a cat.
I'll eat some cat treats for $100. I'm just saying.
no, Cassie, that's not what we're doing.
I mean,
let the woman
I used to eat them when I was a kid, though.
$100 is $100. I mean, alrighty. And quickly going back to Cassie. Cassie, where can people find you online if they want to come and hang out?
CassieJoy.tv.
Perfect. Easy. Done. All right. Well, then I guess we'll just continue straight along to the lovely Mia, who is a new guest on the stream and has always been so lovely in everything we've everything we've chatted about, and it's an honor to have her on the stream today. So, hello, Mia.
Hello, long-time listener, first-time caller. How you doing?
Yes. I thought I had something funny to say, but then my brain was like, ooh, and it went out my brain. So let's pretend that never happened. Mia, can you tell us your name and what your pronouns are?
I don't. That sounds like a big ask if you ask me.
Honestly, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, I'm Mia. My pronouns are she, her. I go by Mia or Mia Bite. People know me as that. So yeah, that's me.
Perfect.
Would you like to know more?
Always.
Cool. Anything in particular?
Well, just
Like
a
the
little.
cat's name is
Your
Machi.
entire
but-
life story.
Yes.
My entire life story. So yeah, in 1989, I was born in Wordsley.
Can you tell us a little bit about you that possibly isn't exactly where you were born?
Yes. Okay, so I am a trans woman. I am an advocate for transgender representation, just LGBTQIA plus to us representation in the industry in general. I am a content creator, partnered with Twitch, a bunch of other stuff that not worth going into, and I also co-host the gaming magazine podcast over there on that side. So yeah, a bunch of queer-related stuff, which is always fun and possibly a little bit chaotic than Cassie. But yeah, on my stream I tend to scream a lot, but I'm trying to keep it chill today for you all.
That's all
Because
right.
I think there can only be one chaotic trans on this stream at the moment.
The limit does not exist.
I was gonna say, Kate, it's just spreading. It's just spreading out. It'll be fine. We'll all just be screaming by the end. It'll be fine. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
I got 10 of them for tonight. It's okay.
I think by the end of this, it won't matter that my coffee never kicked in. I think all of the energy is just going to come towards me.
That's exactly how it's gonna be. So, Mia,
That
why are
sounded
you
so wrong.
why are you taking part in today's discussion?
Well, I watched some of the last one, and it just seemed like there are some very interesting discussions. I like seeing other people's point of views on things, and being loud and just talkative about all the issues that exist in the gaming industry. And I just wanted to share some of my viewpoints and hear other people's, as well as benefiting a great cause as well. I thought that was lovely. So yeah, which we need more donations, by the way. So if you haven't donated already, if there's anybody from my community here and you haven't donated, put your hands in your pockets. Come on, it's charity.
You have been called out, and do remember, most of us have pets we are willing to feed. Oh, there has been a £20 donation to see a cat trick.
To see a cat trick?
A cat trick.
I'll have to get him a treat in order to do it. Otherwise, he'll be really angry about it because he's trying to sleep. So I'm going to put you there, and I'm going to get you a treat then. He's going to freak out, by the way.
Oh, that's all right. We can deal with that. That's all right. Normally, my cat is just walking around the floor screaming, but he's not here right now, so that's fine.
So,
Winston does the same thing. He'll sing the Phantom Opera.
Oh God.
Hi, babe. Look, so just to point out how much he loves treats. This is a claw-proof tub. I'm not sure if you can see all the holes.
We can see that.
Oh,
there.
wow.
Yeah, this bag has been
which he's
ripped
managed
into.
to get open before as well.
Very food motivated.
Dude, it's claw-proof. It's not mochi-proof because he just wrenched the lid off somehow. You're just getting one, okay?
So
come on then.
we have something similar, except it's holes in a bag of catnip.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
Because
They're
he
gonna get
decided
it.
he wanted into the bag when he wasn't allowed anymore.
All right. Let's see a fun trick.
We'll do the full tricks. Okay, paw. Good boy. Other paw. Other paw. Other paw. Good boy.
Oh my
How about a high five? High five. There you go.
What?
Cool. Thank you.
My
How about one more high
goodness.
five?
My gay little heart.
Oh no, first.
It paused.
I am shooketh.
Over.
Me looking back at my cat like,
Mhm.
get
The
a
only
job.
things it can do.
I'm just looking at Ty like all you do is gaily scream. What are you doing?
Mine just sleep all day. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah.
I was impressed that I managed to get Salem to learn how to sit. And now I feel like
Very
I have
good.
a lot more work to do.
I does say my cat does kind of play fetch, but only with straws. Only with straws. He's very specific. I will find him at 3 a.m. screaming in the hallway, and then you just hear as he's kicking the shit out of a straw. So that's fun. Also, I will just say, hi, Dad! My dad has turned up to support us. So,
Hi, Dad.
so right, and Mia, can we hear 3 fun facts about you?
3 fun facts about
Mm-hmm.
me. Okay, I'm currently pursuing voice acting as a career. I do a lot of voices on my streams and stuff, which is fun. I've actually kind of blown my voice out this week with the amount of talking and stuff that I've been doing. Second fun fact. What's fun about me? Okay, it might have to be 2 fun facts. I also have memory problems. I did
Yeah.
come up with some stuff, but I also have memory problems too. Again, if something leaves me, it's gone forever. I lost my keys for 24 hours and I thought that I dropped them outside when in fact they were at the bottom of the laundry basket the other day. So that was fun. But yeah, okay. I'll just do another fun fact. I bullied Streamlabs into making the spinner widget.
Oh, awesome.
Mm.
Heck yes. Very nice. Like it. And where can people find you online if they want to come and hang out?
Twitch.tv/Meabyte, or you can find me at the Meabyte on Twitter. And then
Perfect.
everything else is on there, so yeah.
Yeah, cool. And again, if you are in the chat and you want to go and visit all of these wonderful people, !MULTI will take you to everyone's Twitch links, and from there you can go on your merry ways and find all the info. Don't stalk them or anything, but you can find Twitter and things like that. But right, thank you
A
very
little
much.
bit of gentle stalking.
Consensual.
One last-
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
One last fun fact. I got a Valentine's card this year from Nintendo, which is like the highest peak I think
That's
I've ever
pretty
gotten
badass.
to. So
That is so cool.
That is cool.
Mhm.
That is cool. And yes, if you are going to stalk, please make sure it's consensual. And yes, right. Let's go on to the next chaotic being who isn't tumbling around the room, but I think inside they probably are. Hi, Ali.
Hi,
Sorry,
hello guys, gals,
single
and non-binary pals.
Hello, Ali
yep.
Mac. How are
Hi.
you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm sitting today. That's why I'm not bouncing around. I was up yesterday making myself into a toothbrush for 4 hours. So
The fucking cackle. I'm not even looking for a second. I'm just like, that's Cassie.
yep.
I'm gonna ruin my
Cassie
makeup.
didn't believe me at all.
The thing
She
about
tweeted at me and was like, "You're not doing that," and I was like, "Bet." And then 6 hours later, I tweeted again, and she was like, "Oh, you actually did it."
how much do people have to donate for you to get the costume back out?
Oh, that's actually a good one. I don't. Well, 100, and I'll do it.
100 quid. And Ali will be a toothbrush for a bit.
It's in my closet of chaos. The whole
Perfect.
closet is just filled with sloth costumes and green screen material, and I turned myself into a Teletubby yesterday too, with the green
That's-
foam.
As you
Absolutely
do.
terrifying.
We
Actually,
green screened ourselves.
All right, so let's roll these first 2 questions into one, because obviously we know your name is Ali, but what are your pronouns, and can you tell us a bit about you?
It is she, her, and I am pure chaotic rainbow energy, mostly a variety streamer with a sprinkling of charity streams since I am a part of Team SideQuest and Rainbow Arcade. So we've done some stuff for heart support, we've done Feeding America, Gamers Outreach, and then I am slowly working on building a very chaotic event for June where we're going to do a whole month of Pride Chaos. So
Oh, damn. Very nice. Very nice.
that's what that motorcycle's for.
I didn't even notice. I'm like,
Oh yeah,
I'm
that is
used
a
to the background-
toddler-sized motorcycle.
Are you actually able to ride it?
Of course it
Yep.
is.
Oh yeah, I took a picture. I have a motorcycle jacket, and I put it on, and I took a photo on it. I told everybody I was quitting and joining a biker gang.
A biker gang of 4-year-olds.
Yep, exactly.
Gotcha. Perfection. I wouldn't expect anything less, to be honest. All right, so why are you taking part in today's discussion?
Well, I took part in the first one, and I really, really enjoyed it. And then when you told me that this one was going to be gayer, I had to say yes. That's it.
Done.
I have a lot
Easy.
to say, so
Oh, Mouse has remembered their second fact.
And it's to do with Ali.
Go on then.
me?
Loki, since the first one, when I saw you, I started wanting to shave the side of my head.
Oh hell yeah!
do it.
And
Join
one
us.
night I was just like, should I do it? Should I do it? Should I do it? And 5 minutes later, it was gone.
No, yeah, she
I
did.
love it.
Look.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
just a silent moment of appreciation for that.
Yeah, it's a strong look.
It is.
Strong.
It is. It's strong.
I have a running joke. Are you really queer if you haven't shaved the side of your head at least once?
Yeah, mine slowly started as the back, and as I came out, it just slowly just grew up here.
So I have a sort of fun fact that it's not really my time to explain fun facts, but seeing as it started, I did try to do the side shave of my head, but I fucked it up the clippers and actually ended up bald. So that was fun. So this is the result of a year and a half of growing back out. So
It looks good though. I like it.
it's all right. I just went full off the deep end for that one, so it's fine. So
Oh no.
Oh no!
I shaved off almost
Oh.
all of my head like 2 years ago, 3. I don't know how many years ago because 2020 just like fucked up my timeline of life. But I cut off 28 inches of hair and
Bloody
donated
hell.
it to make wigs for kids.
awesome.
So,
Hey,
Allie better finish her
I know.
introduction because she's got to go
Yep.
get into costume
Yep.
and do makeup.
You did it.
Yeah. Oh shit. Hold on. Let's refresh. Let's look. Oh, Vane. The lovely Vane
So,
is just on and is also modding for us. So it said toothbrush, please. So, okay, Ali.
So, yeah, I'm gonna need you all to call me Allie Plack instead of Allie Mack now.
Okay, Ali Plack, got it. Okay, Ali Plack, 3 fun facts about you, please, and then you may dress up to your heart's content.
Well, fun fact number 1 is I own a toothbrush costume. Not many people do.
Handmade as well.
Yes. Fun fact 2, I can lick my elbow.
Well, how much do people have to
fun
donate to see that?
I can't do it in the toothbrush costume, okay? There's not enough movement. And
Sounds like
fun
a
fact,
challenge to me.
fun fact 3 is that I'm just pure chaotic rainbow energy, and I try to have the most confidence in the world about everything that I do, and I feel like it really helps a lot of people, and it makes me warm and squishy on the inside to know that I've had people come to me saying, hey, I painted my nails for the first time as a male presenting human because I wanted to, and you told me you thought it would look good and I wanted to try it, and so I did it, and things like that.
yes.
So confidence, it makes me happy. I'm gonna go grab my toothbrush costume.
All right, go get your toothbrush costume. If you do want to go and check out the chaoticness that is Ali Plack, then exclamation mark multi, and you'll be looking for Ali Mac. I'm so sorry, we'll have to update the link. While this is...
Oh Lord.
oh Lord, it's happening. All right.
I did not think this thing was gonna come back out so soon, but here we are.
Well, while this is happening, let us introduce our next guest, who we're hoping is going to... Oh, it's happened.
Oh,
Is this the secret world of Ali Plack? Is that, that's what this...
oh, it's got
Yes, there's
I
pure
have a
power.
woman now. I just want you to know this, Allie.
I showed you my bristles. Will you show me yours?
Ali, stop! Jesus!
I
You're
can't
getting
tell
the
whether I
vapors
like
here, Jesus.
it or I love that when you speak, they can't. The bristles kind of jiggle a little bit.
Let me just brush the microphone.
That ASMR will be way too sexy. You can't do that right now. Honestly.
Well done, Vane. You did good.
You done did it. I'll wear it for a few minutes. Don't you worry.
Why did I put on eyeliner? Okay. Shit.
Kathy, stop looking at my bristles.
I can't help it, Allie. Your bristles are hot.
I actually have to take some painkillers because I've been laughing so hard
Yep.
at everyone this stream that my head is sore.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I
I
took...
can still hear, but I'm gonna run downstairs and grab painkillers.
It's fine. I took codeine, which turns into morphine, and I need more.
God. Paige, what's funny to me is that people are going to be like, oh, my makeup brand during the stream, and people will be like, oh, it must have been really emotional. There must have been like really heavy topics. Like, no, Ali was wearing a toothbrush.
Yeah.
Oh God. Jesus. All
which is
right.
valid.
Oh, it's past 2:30.
Oh. But that's because we got the toothbrush out.
Thank you. Somebody got it. Okay. Jesus Christ.
I got it. I just didn't want to dignify it
No,
with a
I
response.
didn't want to say it, but it was gonna happen. All right, fine. Quick, Liv, save us.
Hello.
Welcome, Liv. Liv,
Hi.
tell us your name and your pronouns.
Okay.
And have you brushed your teeth today?
Ali.
No. Nope. Can that be my fun fact? Yes, I have. Yeah, my name is Liv, and I go by she, her.
Perfect. Thank you. And can you tell us a little bit about you?
It's okay. I stream. I also have a day job and stuff, and it's hard to manage, but I'm doing my best, you know. So I stream most days, and I play spooky games and cute games, and then my community likes to jump scare me repeatedly, and it's fun. It's super fun. But I'm a content writer as well, so I kind of try to, put that into all I do, and then write creatively on the side. And any creative pursuits, I'll probably have tried them once. So
Fantastic. Thank you very much. I will interrupt for just 1 second to say we have had another £100 donation.
Oh!
We are at 857.69, which I think
Nice.
we can all be very appreciative of this. Ali,
Nice.
I do think that means you have to attempt to lick the elbow.
With my costume?
With the costume.
The bristles are in the way. They're so thick. You want to make sure you have tough bristles when you brush, all right? Really gotta get rid of that plaque.
I did promise a
It's-
cat I need a cat treat for $100.
Oh, I gotta
so-
tell you all, this has already
no.
been so cool great. This just feels flow right to me to be here.
All right, I promised I need a cat treat for $100.
Oh, for God's
so here we
sake.
go.
All right, go on then.
Oh, no.
Does anyone
I'm just saying, Paige, you did this. You said, let's put Cassie and Allie together, knowing full well that I have a toothbrush costume and Cassie does whatever the hell she wants.
Do you not know I was a professional community manager and helped raise nearly 50,000 for charity over the years? I know what I'm doing when I put together a cast.
Oh, that taste is gonna linger in my mouth all day.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, with
What
Ali's
flavor
help,
was
you can
it?
get rid of that, so...
I don't
Allie,
know
come
what
over
kind
here,
of
I need to brush my
discussions. I don't know what kind of discussions we will be having because all that's running through my head is guys only want one thing and it's disgusting, and then it's just Ali.
Minty fresh. All right.
Toothbrush costume.
Right, okay. Liv, why are you taking part in today's discussion?
because of this? No, I was in one before. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for having me, and thank you for having me again. And I also similar to Ali, this one was going to be gayer, and I was like, oh hell,
Yes.
Mm.
Mhm.
I just like I love everyone that I met through it last time as well, and it's just a lovely kind of community thing to be a part of. So thanks.
And thank you for being here and sharing your stories as well. Have you got 3 fun facts about you?
Oh God, I had them. I had them ready. I sometimes do voiceover stuff as well, Mia. So that's pretty fun. Although I haven't done it in a little while, but I'm gonna get back on the horse. I am really good at catchphrase. So if anyone is British who knows catchphrase, I'm pretty good at it.
Say what you see.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
I do. And there's got to be something else. I identified as bisexual for several years, and now I realize that I'm a lesbian. So
Cool.
pretty fun. Yeah. Discovery is pretty fun,
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah.
Ali, please stop squeezing your bristles.
Leave my bristles out of this.
Also, Oh, sorry, Liv, you saying catchphrase, I remembered that yellow bean dude, and I think that should be Ali's next
Mr.
costume.
Chips.
Mr. Chips, that needs to be
Oh,
Ali's
I've already
next...
got my next costume.
Okay, well then the next one.
What is it though?
I want to be Doug Dimmadome from Fairly
Oh
Odd
my
Parents.
God.
But my
Dimmadome with the Dimsdale.
My girl is actually dressing up as Chip Skylark, and we're gonna take photos together as a toothbrush and Chip Skylark.
Oh my god.
That's my OTP.
If you don't get Cassie in there as the Crimson Chin at some point, I'm gonna be so sad.
Oh, please.
Big chin.
no, because I just.
Oh no.
Me just thinking, oh, they're such fun beans together. It'd be great to see cute cosplay. Oh.
Anyway, I'm gonna take my toothbrush off.
All right, fair enough. I think that's acceptable. And Liv, where can people find you online if they want to come and hang out?
They can find me on Twitch, Twitch.com/Olivia Does Dark Magic. And also everything. I too mouse am on TikTok. So down with the kids. As Olivia Does Dark Magic. Instagram is Olivia Does Dark Magic, and Twitter is Does Dark Magic because they didn't allow me to add the full thing. So that's fine. Yeah.
Curious.
Don't mind me, I'm just finding Liv on TikTok.
Oh no.
I keep thinking it's funny that you guys are like, I'm cool with the kids. I'm on TikTok, and I'm like, damn, I've been streaming for TikTok or streaming for 10 years, and somehow TikTok is my biggest platform. Nothing like a punch in the gut, right?
I can't imagine why. And
Chaotic energy is handled better in short bursts, apparently.
last but not least, another newcomer who I'm very excited to have on the panel. Hello, other Ali, and it's double this way this time. Hello, Shanadin. Welcome in.
Hey.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm all right. I am awake. I am here. I was on time. I didn't forget. Pretty much a win all round, to BH.
Yep, don't worry. It was just me that was late, so I think you're doing pretty fine. You're doing pretty fine. So, could you tell us your name, what your pronouns are?
Yeah, my name is Alice, or Ali, or Shanadin. Probably one of those. If you call me something else, I won't know you're talking to me. So, my pronouns are she and they.
Cool. And can you tell us a little bit about you?
Yeah, I grew up in Wales. I lived in England. Now I live in Scotland. I got diagnosed as autistic at age 29, so I have recently been reframing my whole life through, oh, you're not just a complete failure of a human. It is actually a thing that is wrong.
Who told you that?
Wait, I have to ask how old you are because I thought you were like way younger than me.
No, I'm 30. I'm gonna be 31 this year.
Oh.
Everyone narrows
just
their
have a
eyes in
little-
surprise.
anymore.
She's got little round cheeks. And yeah, as like someone who's barely 5'1", I often get mistaken as like a small child, basically. But yeah, I'm gonna be 31 this year.
Bro, thank you. And
I've got grown up shit like a mortgage.
Fuck
I mean,
yes.
so do I, but I don't think I'm an adult.
No,
Oh, for God's sake. Are you serious?
neither do I. Yeah, I started streaming last year because I thought it would be a cool way to like hang out with my friends and try and recapture our youths as gamers in uni, hanging out in a house with one Xbox and like 7 of us crammed into a room and all just like, you know, playing Oblivion by committee basically. And it kind of grew from there. And I have 2 cats, but you won't see them because they sleep. Like, right? Like, they won't be here, they're asleep.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the only way I can get him to shut up if I hold him is to balance him on my boobs. So,
They're like a nice shelf, though,
Yeah.
right? So it makes sense.
it's good.
That's exactly what I use mine for.
Yeah. Nothing else. Don't really give a crap what they're for otherwise, but they're good for cats.
So Winston will come in here and straight up like jump in my lap and give me a hug by putting both of his hands over my
Why?
shoulders.
Why are you so
The
chaotic?
cutest.
All right, bye. All right. And Shan, why are you taking part in today's discussion?
Well, I'm genderqueer, I'm bisexual, pansexual, but I've never really connected with that community super well. I think partially because I am autistic. I find I'm also on top of that, I'm just really socially awkward. I don't know how to become part of a community. So when Paige approached me with this opportunity, I was like, oh, that's one way I can connect with other people. I will do this. I will meet them. Maybe I won't scare all of them away.
You've not scared anyone away. I can
No, I'm good.
absolutely
Yeah.
say that. I can absolutely say that.
I'm very scary though.
Bullshit. Okay, maybe that might be enough. That might be enough.
I'm absolutely shaking in my boots.
Yeah, and she's not even wearing boots, so you know.
I couldn't find my shoes this morning. It's really weird. I think it's magical.
Have you tried in the laundry basket with Mia's keys? Everything may have ended up there. So, all right.
Yeah.
And Ali, can you tell us 3 fun facts about you?
So as I said, I grew up in Wales and I used to speak Welsh. I can say the long place name.
Oh, yes, impressive.
I cannot say it.
Llanfair Pwllgwyngyll Gogeris Windrobus Llantysilio Gogogoch.
I know the end.
Yeah. I used to get people to, well, because I don't sound especially Welsh, I used to get people in university to buy me drinks. Like as a bet, like, oh, I bet you can't say it. And I was like, buy me a drink and I'll prove it. So it was pretty good hustle.
It's a very good hustle.
That is pretty good. You should try that with poker.
Yeah.
Second fun fact. I am a big scaredy cat and jump at like the slightest thing. Like my partner will literally say, oh, the delivery driver is outside, I just got a notification, and then the doorbell will ring, I'll go, ah! But that stops if all my friends are also frightened. So I went urban spelunking with a group of friends like a decade ago. But we, at the point where we'd walked to this old like abandoned factory and we were stood outside it, and someone had to be the first person to like go in. Like we found the window we were going to climb through, and everyone was just standing around being awkward. And I was like, well, I guess I'll do it because everyone else is more frightened. So I've got like this override.
Yeah.
And I used to be a prize-winning archer.
Badass. That is awesome.
Everyone be out here winning prizes for like kickboxing.
I used to do archery too.
Nice.
What?
Yeah, I won. So in the same year, I won both best. Oh no, not best. I was in the best in North England and top 10 in UK wide in the women category, and also most improved novice because I'd gone from the lowest scoring at a competition to one of the highest scoring.
Damn, that is impressive. That is so cool.
Yeah, my highest academic accolade is a merit of achievement from the athletic union at my university, and I am not a sporty person. I don't know how that's happened.
That is very cool. And where can people find you online if they want to come and hang out?
Yeah, I am Shanadin on Twitch. I'm Shanadin on Twitter. I'm on Instagram as Real Shanadin, which is where you can find pictures of my cats and sometimes me. And I think I made a TikTok account, but I don't know what it's called, so probably don't bother with that.
Yep. Fair enough. Right. Mia needs to take a quick BRB. Not a problem. Don't you worry. So we will get started on our questions. We have 4, but I'll pick the most pertinent 2 because we've found that they sort of take about half an hour to go through everyone. Oh, Mia's a cat. Sorry, I just looked back.
It's okay.
I just looked back and was like, wait.
I need to BRB while I go into cat form.
Yeah. I can't do my transformation on screen.
Yeah, I can't transform on
Don't
screen.
know.
What are you
As
doing?
an animagus.
Those are actually cats.
I mean,
That's our secret power.
You're not supposed to tell people that.
I always wonder why I could never transmog. All right. Oh, Ziggy Virgo in the chat just said Mia is now meow.
Singing with these puns. Oh my
10 out of
god.
10.
Love it. Oh, Cassie's leaving the room again. Cassie,
I'm here.
I swear we
This
need
is
to put.
only like 3 feet.
I swear we need to put a leash on you.
It just
Consensually.
looks like a big room because of this wide. This lens is so wide.
You only need to put a leash on her if she transforms.
That's true. That's true. We'll get into that later. We don't have any witchcraft questions, I'm afraid. Right, let's have a look. So, there was one question that I know somebody was particularly into, so we'll start with that one and go from there. So, seeing as most of us do some kind of streamy thing, actually, that's all of us, but you know what I mean. How do you handle trolls or those who seek to disrupt your streams and upset you? And how do you manage your personal feelings in those circumstances for somebody who might be starting out or just might not be particularly good at conflict? What we're going to do is we're going to go left to right and follow it all the way down and go from there, which means Liv is in the very fortunate position of being able to think of something for a long time, which is excellent. So,
I was like, no, please.
yeah, don't worry. We will start with Shannon, if that's all right.
Oh god, no. I thought as number 6 in the list I would get ages to think, but okay. So trolls in Twitch chat tend to be so low effort that it's hard to get super worked up about them. Like, I'm a pretty chill person generally. So if someone comes into my Twitch chat and is like, haha, you're gay, I'm like, yes, you're right. Well observed. Like, you read my about section, or like, what do you want from me here? Put some fucking effort in. Entertain me at least if you're gonna troll. And then it's just a very easy, like, delete the message and ban them. I find it harder on things like Twitter, where you get like trolling that is masquerading as debate or conversation. But over time, I've started to learn where to actually invest my energy and where to just kind of, I'm just going to mute this thread because like my time, my energy are very limited resources, and like you just aren't worth any of it. So I think drawing that line for yourself is super, super important, and is definitely what I would recommend you think a lot about, or rather, like, some people will find it naturally, some people will have to sort of think about it, but yeah, finding that line will save you a lot of energy in the long run.
Brilliant. So initially not giving a shit and actually being able to look at it and realize that it's just a low effort, flash in the pan, and then being able to understand what you're willing to put your energy towards. I think that's really good advice, actually. That is very good advice, because I think a lot of the times, especially, like, we're all here because we're all part of the LGBT plus sphere, and I think a lot of the times we're called upon to give our information and our lives and our journeys freely to anybody who asks, no matter how they masquerade, because I'm coming to you for information. If you don't teach me, I'll be a bigot forever. And it's like, okay, then fuck off. Like, and I said this in the previous one, I just want to quickly say it again. The time that you have is incredibly valuable because you can't get it back. So I can't thank you all enough for being here and sharing it with me, with everyone in the chat, for charity, with each other, because it's such a valuable gift for you to come and share your time willingly and answer these kinds of questions. So thank you so much. And yeah, Shannon and I absolutely agree. It's incredibly important to decide what battles you're willing to fight for your own good, not for anyone else's.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you all again. So before I get all blubbery, let's Ali Plack. Oh no, we're not in the costume anymore.
Toothbrush is off.
Yeah, I'm not in the costume.
Damn.
Back
All
to
right.
Ali Mac, sorry.
Okay, that's fine. Just update me next time, would you? Ali Mac, how do you deal with trolls and people that come to try and... I mean, I've seen it, but how do you deal with people that try to cause trouble?
So there's two sides of this coin for me. So the first thing is, depending on what they say, because for me, I am a really, really confident person. There is not a single thing you can say in this world that's probably going to affect how I see myself, because I really enjoy what I look like and how I act. And so when trolls come in, the thing is, my mods know immediately to ban them if there's any sort of hateful, stupid things that, they say, whatever. And it's not for my benefit, it's for my community's benefit, because I have created such a safe space for everybody, and I want people to feel comfortable and confident. So as soon as we can get rid of that stuff, the better. So they know for that. But then, if we have the really stupid ones come in, I battle them a little differently, such as somebody came in and called me a toothbrush. And so I made myself into a toothbrush. And so usually we don't play with the trolls, but when it's something to that level, it's kind of hard to not. And we've done a couple other ones too. I had one that continued to say, "Why are you gay? Why are you gay?" And then after I banned them, they donated and said, "Why are you gay?" And so I just kind of I use some of those experiences as like a almost like a stepping stone for me to talk about important issues, such as, you know, why it's okay to be gay, not towards them and not being triggered over what they said, but more just another way for me to talk about that stuff, because we do a lot of that on my stream already, talking about, you know, the things that matter and the things that aren't being heard loud enough, or confidence in what you look like, or why things like that shouldn't bother you because people are just idiots and you should take it with a grain of salt. So it's a lot of you know, just kind of brushing it off, I guess, is what I would say. Well, oh,
Quite
that was a bad
literally.
pun. That was a bad pun. Damn it! Oh no!
You have embraced this side of yourself now.
I have. But in all honesty, I know that confidence is something that people have to work towards, and you can't, you know, you're going to have days where it's rougher. You're going to have days where you're just not, and you can't handle the trolls, and it happens, and that's okay. But I think overall it's a learned skill as people stream or create content, that you have to have kind of tough skin in some situations and realize that people are just idiots.
Coolio, sorry. I've been
No, you're
laughing
fine.
so much I got so warm. Just yeet that on the floor. Whew. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Cassie, how about you?
Oh, I'm up already. We're skipping
You-
you. Okay.
Yep.
All
All right, stretch it out.
Okay. I have a zero tolerance policy. Basically, if someone says something like, obviously, I'm the perfect trifecta of getting bullied on the internet. I'm trans. I'm a trans woman that's a lesbian, and I'm polyamorous. So, I get it a lot. So as soon as someone says remotely anything that's bigoted in my chat, I give them one chance, and if they say something stupid again, they're gone. Mainly because, like, when I say I do queer education, I'm not here to teach the cis heads. I'm here to teach queer people how to love themselves and feel more confident in themselves. So, like, inherently allowing those sort of people and trying to teach those sort of people makes a not safe space for queer people. So I just have a zero tolerance policy for it, and I get a lot of hate on my YouTube comments, like daily, on shit that doesn't, like, I teach tech on YouTube, and it's like not even having to deal with being queer, and I get all kinds of transphobic comments. So I just mute those people and let them scream into the void forever.
Cool. So you just don't take shit.
I don't take shit. I've been doing this for far too fucking long to deal with stupid children on the internet.
Fair enough. Good. So yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that we've all kind of got the same thread going on, but there are differences. It's know your own worth and what you are willing to put up with. Decide when it's worth educating and when it's not, and just don't give a fuck. Go away. Like, I like
you,
it's a good
You want to
step.
learn what being transgender is or what being demisexual is? Use fucking Google.
Done. Easy. Right. We're gonna finish here, everybody. So. Alrighty. So, Mia, just in case we need to catch up on the question, we're basically just talking about at the moment how we handle trolls, people that seek to upset, disrupt streams, you know, annoy the communities, and how you manage your own personal feelings in those situations. Obviously, being in a public forum.
Good question. I mean, I've been doing this long enough that any, you know, horrifying comments at my expense are water off a duck's back at this point. It's like I've heard everything. Like I just let it wash over me and just like move on from it. It depends on the level of troll. Obviously, if there's some person putting like hateful stuff in chat, like emoji spam of like penises, sometimes I'm very impressed by them. I mean, they get automatically timed out by the bots anyway. But sometimes I'm very impressed at what they can actually create with this art, but they get banned straight away. You know, all the Nazi stuff, all the racist stuff, instant bans. Sometimes there's a different level of troll. They're just the dumb trolls who try and fail spectacularly. So you just have to make fun of them a little bit. You know, somebody tried to take the mickey out of me the other day, like a couple of weeks back, and they were just like, "Oh, that's the most masculine jawline I've ever seen." I was just like, "Shut up." that I actually really love my jawline. It's probably one of my most feminine features.
I'm
If
incredibly
you wanted to,
jealous
I'll
of
give
your
them
jawline.
tips.
Yeah.
It's
I'll give them
funny because
tips. I'll, like-
I want a more defined jawline now that I'm a
Yeah.
woman. I never wanted that as a dude, but now that I'm a chick, I'm like, oh my god, I wish I just had this right here.
Yeah.
Give me a face.
My neck just becomes face, and I'm like, please, a jaw.
Yeah.
So they point that out, and I'm like, okay, you got to step up your game. I mean, at least go after like something I'm actually self-conscious about, like my nose or something like that. But if it depending on who they are and what they've done, play around with them for a bit, and then like playing with your food, and then just toss them right out. Because again, they have no effect on anything, and I like to remind them of this. Like they have no effect on me. They are not going to stop me, and they can do as much as they want, but it's not going to change the fact that I exist on the platform and that they can't do anything about it. Which I like to try and like just give them a little bit of that lesson before they go. Other than that, it's booting out the assholes. But I try and like strike a balance between deciding who is actually a troll and who is just ignorant and maybe wants to learn and doesn't necessarily know what they're doing. So I go off and I judge it like there's literally like a waiting period. It's like, okay, are they asking me because they're a troll, or are they asking me because they genuinely don't know and they're ignorant and maybe they're from a part of the world where they're not necessarily versed in the culture or whatever. It's not like part of their culture. And if that's the case, then you can teach them a little bit, but sometimes it's really hard to like straddle that line and figure out, is this person like, are they trying to be a decent human being and they just don't know any better? So that's the difficult part of it for me sometimes. Most of the time they just end up being assholes. And so I'll put them at arm's length until I've figured that out. But it has like blown back in my face 1 or 2 times where they're just ended up being people who just didn't know any better. And I just felt terrible afterwards. But yeah, I think that's like 1%, 1 time out of 100 maybe that happens. But yeah, and then they become part of the community and we can teach them good stuff, and hopefully they can take that information and make their life and the other people's lives around them better, So yeah, that's mostly how I deal. Just like keep them at arm's length, get rid of all the crappy stuff, and just try and judge whether or not someone is actually a troll or just ignorant. Like it's super important to me.
Yeah, beautiful. And I mean, that was kind of the idea for me setting up this series as it was, because I've had some people come into mine and say, isn't being gay wrong? And I'm like, okay, so that's a really weirdly specifically phrased question. Are you asking because you're trying to be a dick, or, what have you grown up with? And they're like, no, I actually come from a country where it's banned. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, let's talk about this then. And some of those people have stuck around and they've tried, and some have unfortunately just decided that's how they want to think. But we talked about this a little bit in the previous panel, and I will say the entire statement before it gets clipped for context. But if somebody's listening to this right now and they've come to see it because they see there's a bunch of LGBT people talking and sharing experiences, and you are homophobic, I don't think you're a bad person. I think you have an amazing opportunity to learn and to address some of the fears within yourself and some of what maybe you've grown up with, or an experience you've had that's made you not sure about other people and your sexuality. I don't think you're a bad person if you've come here to learn. That makes you a great person, and willing to try is brilliant. And that's the kind of ally we need. Somebody who's actually been like, actually, yeah, I'm going to learn, I'm going to try. It's only when presented with like all these amazing people's stories and you go, actually, no, I've still decided that I'm going to look the other way, then that makes you a dick. Like, it's
Really well said. Yep.
Yeah, very well said.
Yeah.
I will say at the same time, it's did you all not like just find that sometimes you just don't have the energy though? Just like to teach.
Yeah.
like I find this
all of the time.
In public as well. It's like whenever I'm meeting somebody new, like I go to like industry events, meet new people, and as soon as they find out I'm trans, like, oh, they've got to like prove themselves as somebody that's fine with that and like talking about it. It's like I just want to have a conversation. I don't necessarily want to make it about like an aspect of my identity, So as much as I'd love to like teach you, and you don't say this to them out loud, obviously, but it's just exhausting sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
It is
when it becomes
tiring
the
because
only
you
thing.
have to repeat it over and over again.
as a trans person, I literally have, especially a trans woman, I have to like justify my very existence every second of my life. I don't want to be busy verbally explaining that to strangers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And again,
So
that's why I'd like to thank you all for your time. Sorry, Mia, to cut you off, but just because I can't afford to pay people at the minute. I literally cannot afford to pay people for their time and being here. And so your time is a massive gift, both to me, to everyone else listening, and taking the time to actually say, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to talk about this shit for a couple of hours. Because it is tiring. And so, again, thank you all so much.
I'm
it's
fine.
very
Absolutely.
appreciated.
It's absolutely good.
Like,
Yeah.
this is fine.
Yeah.
This is great. It's explaining it to random people at TwitchCon who are like,
Yes,
oh,
exactly.
so you're trans, huh? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does it mean to be trans? What does
Yep.
demisexual? Like, people were in my face, because I was once upon a time relevant in VR chat, and people were just in my fucking face in TwitchCon, trying to be like, you sure you're not a trap, huh? I'm just like,
fuck that term.
"Stop,
Fuck that
fuck."
term.
Ugh.
We will discuss
slur.
Yeah,
actually.
there's not
Chat,
enough.
if you're
There's not
wondering,
enough time
chat.
to dismantle like that level of just holy shit. That yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
We will actually
Like-
discuss that in a minute, particularly that not that slur. We don't have to say anything that's going to be triggering or upsetting for anyone, but we do have a question we'll get onto shortly, a little bit about discrimination and things like that. So we'll pick that up again shortly, Cassie. But yeah, Mia, did you have something else you wanted to add before we go on to Mouse?
Just to finish off, it's just like it just really depends on like my mood and my energy level and how I decide to deal with it. If I'm in a great mood, play with your food. If I'm having like a shitty week, maybe I'll just like ban them outright, So
Mia, I don't know if there's any chance that
my
you could have,
gay.
if you're in a great mood, play with your food on like some merch or something.
I'll look into that. That's a great idea. Yeah, great slogan.
Yeah.
I bet you it's on another scene.
It's probably on another scene.
I have been promised, and I'm saying this publicly so Dylan can't go back on it. I've been promised in OBS V28 that I will have a delete source from all scenes.
Oh my goodness, I would love that. Okay, all right. I'm looking for the. There's the bastard. I knew it was here somewhere.
And I don't think chat can hear you, they said.
That's all right. I fixed that. I
Okay.
fixed it. They can hear me now. I was
They
muted
just
for a
kept doing it, so I was like, wait, I thought she just said she fixed it, but okay.
I muted myself for a second so my keyboard wouldn't make horrendous noise. I'm so sorry, and thank you to everyone who's put up with that. To get closed captions and things working properly so I could make this more accessible, I had to get up at 7 a.m. and move my entire setup onto OBS Studio, and there was a few kinks to work out. So mostly everything's worked really well. I just couldn't get the bugger to shut up. Thank you, Cassie. I think that's going to have fixed it. So.
Hi, I am the stream witch.
I know you are, which is why I was like, I need to ask Cassie, and then I completely forgot. But yes, thank you for the kindness in the chat, everyone. But Mouse, my darling, how do you deal with trolls, people trying to disrupt you and annoy you and your community?
Okay, so I'm going to preface this by saying that I grew up ginger in Scotland. And I have anxiety, depression, CPTSD, BPD. Like, there is nothing anyone can say to me that's worse than has been said to me growing up ginger in Scotland or by my own brain. So I don't really let it get to me. If someone comes into my chat and like they literally just say something hateful, they just get banned. That's it. If someone comes in and it's just like low effort trolls, the criteria for them getting banned is when my mod and best friend Marcos, that you've probably seen in the chat,
Yes.
gets bored. He will play with them until he is bored, and then they will get banned. Like, we have a very safe space. Like, we make sure that anything truly hateful gets kicked out right away, because I don't need that energy in my life. Like, my own brain is saying enough terrible things to me on a daily basis. I don't need anyone else doing it. But if it's just like low effort, like there are some that have come in, they've been low effort trolls, they've ended up staying and becoming part of the community. And some, if they just end up being really boring and can't do anything exciting, they just get banned and that's it. But yeah, I like other platforms, I don't see streamer Twitter drama because I just don't follow anyone that participates in it. I
Probably the
just
best
mute
idea,
anyone that
honestly. Like,
participates in it because I don't need that.
Yeah. And it's so
And-
confusing as well. It's a massive game of he said, she said, and well, they said as well. It's just
Like, I just don't care.
fair.
I don't have, like, I'm chronically ill. I have very limited energy. I don't have time or energy to care about petty things that don't involve me. And like other people have said, it's 100% free to mind your own business. And it's so much easier. I don't need anyone else's drama in my life, so I just ignore it.
Valid.
No one
Hell
can
yeah.
say anything worse to me than I heard growing up ginger in Scotland. No one can say anything worse to me than my own brain tells me. So I just ignore it.
Perfect.
And I know not everyone has that privilege. You know, not everyone has the privilege of growing up ginger in in a country where everyone hates you for it. And then you grow up and then everyone wants that hair color. But like, I don't put any energy into it because I don't want to spend my energy on that. I'd rather spend my energy doing awesome things that make me happy. And just, you know, not having toxic people as part of my space in general.
Cool. Fair enough. And yep. I'm glad to hear it. And yes, I mean, I literally just dyed my hair off of ginger, wishing that was always my natural colour, so I'm still very jealous. So, alright, and Liv, my darling.
Hello.
Oh, last but
hi.
not least at all.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. By the way, Paige, your hair is stunning, and I miss my own blue hair. So yeah, very nice.
Also, before we continue, thanks DJ for the $50.
Oh,
Yay, thank you. Actually, yes, let me have a quick look at the updated total.
Let's go.
let's go.
£907.69. We have
Oh.
maintained the 69 as well.
Yeah.
Holy cow. Thank you, everybody. That is incredibly generous. That means we're nearly getting to halfway as well. And we're not even halfway through the stream, so heck yeah. Thank you, everybody. Yes, go ahead, Liv.
Oh yeah, no worries. I feel like I have a similar approach to Cassie, probably, where there are so many things that somebody might come at me with, like, oh hey, you're gay? Are you a different race than me? Are you this? Are you that? Also demisexual. People are like, what is that? And it's like, oh, I don't, just look it up. Yeah, so it's kind of a zero tolerance kind of thing. But I remember in the last Through Our Eyes session we had, Paige, I think it was you and Ali in particular, you were saying how you will try sometimes to kind of, you know, educate where you can and like not, you know, immediately kind of condemn people for that kind of, which is something that I've been trying to better implement, I think, since then. But it's still like I think none of the kind of banning and the zero tolerance is like meant to be, you know, hateful in any way. It's just because at the end of the day, we're afraid for ourselves and for our community, and we want to protect ourselves and our community. And it's just either, you know, some days you have that energy, some days you don't. And I feel like as well, I've had so many instances where I've tried to kind of give people the benefit of the doubt, and then they've turned around and said something like horrific in the chat that might be super triggering for specific people, and I was like, see, because I just can people be better maybe, but yeah, so yeah, I think like I have been inspired by you to kind of try a bit harder, but also just like if on the day I just cannot, and it's just like I'm just trying to have a good time with my friends, you know, then I'm gonna take a step back. But but yeah. So, I also have this time where, because you never know what somebody's going to come at you with, so it's also kind of like a guessing game of like, what is it today?
Yep.
Like, I did Black Lives Matter charity stream, and I was like, oh cool, that's great. And then somebody whispered me, and they were like, oh, you don't know Black Lives Matter is like a hoax and blah blah, and I thought they were going to come at me like I know.
Oh my gosh.
Por request.
Ooh, I thought they were going to come at me like just like with racism, but then they started attacking my weight, and I was like, what?
Oh my.
What?
And I left field. Wait, is better enemies.
You have won the award for what the fuck? I
Yeah.
just.
And I was like, I would have been more prepared to deal with the racism, honestly. But then this happened, and I was like, oh no, my balls were not up for that. Oh no.
Crap,
but,
I prepared for the wrong kind of trolling. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just kind of like giving yourself a kind of safety blanket, and making sure that at the end of the day, like if you're uncomfortable, then your community is going to be uncomfortable, and like it kind of just you've got to be like the kind of mother hen figure for everyone to make sure everyone feels safe and happy. So yeah, I also listen to my community and listen to what makes them uncomfortable and try to kind of go with that a little bit. So
Awesome. Well, first off, that's incredibly sweet to hear, and that's so lovely. But I will remind people, not like I know best, but more of a. For anyone listening, and if this advice is helping anyone, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So, as a person, you cannot give parts of yourself away constantly to educate other people, because there's nothing of you left then. You have to make sure that you look after yourself first. And if you don't have time to educate, or you don't want to, because it's not just that you are honor bound to, it's if you just don't want to, you do not have to. And if you don't maintain yourself, there's going to be nothing left of what you wanted to do in the first place. So I think what you're saying is incredibly important. If you really want to be like, actually, I would like to try educating and giving a bit more information and insight when I can manage it, then that's like more power to you, because it's so fucking tiring sometimes. And to take it upon yourself while producing an entire show is also incredibly difficult, but you got to look after yourself as well. And that goes for everyone. Because even though these things, they may not affect us, there's still going to be a rough day where we're just like, oh, no, not right now, not now. And you need to allow yourself to just be like, no, leave. Just like, no.
Yeah, I think it's really important. Apparently, everyone here is like a badass who's like, yeah, trolls, whatever, they don't really bother me. But I think it's super important to say it's totally cool and okay if they do get to you, and if they do get under your skin, you can feel those feelings and acknowledge them. And if you need to pause your stream or stop your stream or whatever it is you're doing, because someone has just got to you, you need to go and have a cry or you need to take a break, like that is okay. You don't have to be super thick-skinned all the time. No. People can be vulnerable and trolls can hurt, and like that is still okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have a zero tolerance policy. That does not mean I don't feel anything. I will get real angry on stream. I don't get like upset over it. I just get angry.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I educate.
Which is funny, because then they're like, "Oh, you triggered." I'm like, "No, you're just a fucking idiot, and it makes me angry."
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, what were you saying, Shannon?
I'm kind of the opposite. I don't often get super angry, but I do get upset. Or even if I'm just a bit frustrated, I'm one of those people who's like, you're having an emotion, cry.
Yeah, me too.
Any emotion, you're just gonna cry. I don't care what the emotion is. Tears will come out of your face. Yeah. So even like being angry, I'm just like, no, I'm not sad. These are anger tears. But yeah, like I don't tend to get angry at trolls. They like, if I'm gonna feel anything about them, it will be upset. And I think it's important to acknowledge that it's like you're not weak if they do sort of get to you.
Yeah, and that's a huge thing on my stream is the transparency. So even though the trolls don't bother me, there's still other things in the world. So like definitely super open. And if a troll comes in and like, somebody in the chat does see it and then they want to talk about it, if it's something that was possibly like triggering or upsetting, or like they want to, not just, how people are, they like to focus and like, oh, that troll got banned. Oh, that troll got banned. But if they actually want to talk about what they we're discussing, that's totally fine with me, because that's what I want out of my communities, to feel safe and we can have an open discussion about why things are like that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My
Cats.
cat, who is normally asleep constantly, has just fucking tumbled across the room. I think she's watched Cassie somewhere and has just backflipped across the room. Oh, and I will say,
Yeah.
Shandon's incredibly correct, and I think the reason that a lot of us are just like, fuck off out of here, is because we've been abused and shouted at and trolled and told, you're fat, you're gay, oh, you're a different colour than me, so many times that it's just now like, okay, fuck you, I'm done. But
Yeah.
before, yeah, like, of course, like, when I first did live streams working at Frontier Developments, like, this was, meant to be professional, working for a game dev in front of lots of players, and people obviously came in a lot going, why is that fat gay bitch on this stream? And I'm like, I'm really sad about this. And now I'm just like, if somebody comes in like, that fat gay bitch on the stream, I'm like, yes, thank you, my name is Paige. And like, fantastic, that's my other name. I don't tend to use that one in public because it's a bit rude. But again, like, we had to learn to have thick skin, and some of us are still learning, and things will get through. So yes,
I think that goes with the education thing that we were talking about too. Is I always say that I think it's okay to ask respectful questions and to not understand why somebody identifies the way they do, and try and want to learn more and be a better ally. But what's not okay is just being a selfish asshole that doesn't want to learn because you don't understand why somebody else has a different path to happiness. But sometimes you have to walk that path alone. And you have to do the research yourself, and then if you want to come back. But sometimes I'm just fucking tired. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's okay, because I know we all say that. Like, I know there's how many times, like you all just said, you go to TwitchCon or you're in your chat, and how many times can you get asked the same question over and over? And just some days you don't have the mental capacity, and that's another big thing. It's like your mental health matters too.
Yeah.
So I think it's okay.
Yeah.
It's
So,
always the
I
one
personal
thing-
insults that are like the most annoying to me, especially when they're not like factually true. I get transphobes all the time. They're like, "Nice Adam's apple," because they're like, they know that's a masculine trait, and I'm just like, fucking where?
Excellent, Zoom.
Like,
oh, that was good.
I will
So,
say, just as a short thing, it's weird how we have this discussion because this is a situation that we've been put in. Like, everybody constantly talks about the internet, and that's just the way that the internet is. That there are trolls on the internet, and that's like not going to change, and it becomes like us that have to take action, us that is necessarily, I don't know, have to like solve this ourselves, when platforms could be doing so much more. Like, the only reason that there's so much horrible shit on Twitch is because Twitch allows it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you've seen, if you have seen any of their big streams, see any of the big streamers, but if you see any of Twitch's own streams that they don't moderate themselves.
Oh God, yeah.
I raged so hard seeing all the responses to their, like, no, this person's going to be this emote now, this person, and it's like, what did you do to help? It was like, help? Oh, shit, I was already planning for next week, and it was like,
Wait,
from a
help.
professional CM,
You mean
please do your
put this
fucking
person
job.
in front of trolls?
Yeah.
They put so much effort into the fucking PogChamp emote instead of other things that need to be addressed on this platform.
we were
Trump
joking
tech.
about it in the in the green room about how this shirt I'm wearing, which I'm wearing for extreme irony, is the most that Twitch has ever done for trans people.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I
Hashtag
could,
trans tag when.
yeah, hashtag
Yeah.
trans
I
tag.
mean,
That, and I will
Do it-
say,
do it-
on a slight positive note, the new service peer-to-peer does seem to be really lovely.
Yes.
It's not
Yeah.
run by Twitch at all. It's an opt-in discoverability tool. I'm not partnered with them or
It's
anything, but I'm on there,
fantastic.
and I'm going to be using it for the next stream, which is the one that comes after this in 2 months is a BIPOC stream, which is also going to be donating possibly to an AAPI charity, because it's incredibly important. But I'm going to be using that tool to find and meet new streamers and that kind of thing. And I'm so excited it's there, because Twitch don't make it easy to find other people who'd actually like to come and talk about this. Like, everyone that's on this panel, and I'm not trying to be like, oh, I did this. It's just like, I had to meet every single one of the 30 people on here and contact every single one of them and, go to other people that were already on it and be like, who do you recommend? Who's a good choice? And like, help Twitch, please. If you want people to make your platform more safe and secure, help them do it. Like,
They still think the A means allies and LGBTQIA,
Yeah.
so like,
I did a big Twitter rant about the trans tag, and like it's so much that I had to call that out specifically. Like, no, it's not for ally, for fuck's sake.
No.
It's 2021. Damn it.
Being an ally should be the
Every
norm.
Single person that says the A is for ally makes me want to punch them in the face.
Yeah. Like,
Because
okay,
it's
Google, how do I
erasing
punch
me,
someone
it's
down the
erasing
internet?
My friends, you know.
And being an ally
it
is a
just-
great thing, but it should be the norm. I want to come to your channel. I don't need to know it's a safe space. It just should be.
Yeah.
I shouldn't
That's
need
the
to come
thing,
there and be
this
like,
whole,
who's going to be
This
shitting
whole thing
on me
about
today?
like being an ally, it's not something that you get to decide that you are. It's something that community says, yes, you are, because you are doing the work to make things safer for us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Twitch
I
is
don't
not
know-
an ally. Twitch does not keep their platform safe for everyone. They don't manage their own fucking chats. How can they expect everyone else to manage it for them? The mods don't time anyone out that's doing stuff because it ruins the vibe. And that
Fuck
just
the
like,
vibe.
What's the vibe? What vibe are we?
vibe is
What
fucking
vibe are we
toxic
encouraging?
masculinity
Racism,
and
sexism,
bigotry.
I mean,
gamers,
As-
TM. Is that
as
the
someone
vibe
who
that,
was
that we
like one
want?
of the original admins on Twitch back in like 2013, that is the entire company culture. Like they're
Yeah.
the entire company culture on the inside is dude broism, which is inherently homophobic.
Yeah, and I mean, like, Twitch, if you want to, like, this is not the question we're doing right now, but Twitch, if you want to be better, please make sure that you have somebody from the community you're trying to represent. I don't know if you do, and if you do, I hope you're listening to them, because I can't imagine they feel particularly listened to.
Well, I feel like this. We may have jumped the gun on this, but I feel like this definitely ties into one of the other questions that was on your list in terms of like our communities, our content creators, and I would extend this to companies responsible
Yeah.
for the communities.
Yes,
And
so the
I don't
question-
want to jump the gun on that, but
No,
I'd
that's
say
fine.
that's definitely part of that conversation.
I think that's pretty much where we're going next. There was a few questions we could pick from, but I think we will go into that one. Do you think streamers, influencers, and social platforms are responsible for their communities? How are they failing, but how could they do better? And
Moderate your chats.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Simple enough.
Cool. Right. Next question. So no. So
Well, it's
yeah.
sorry.
No, Mia, go ahead, and then we can.
All
I
right,
think
so,
pretty much just chime in as we want.
Yeah, I've gone over this a bunch, and it's literally, again, it's changing the culture that you allow on the platform, especially when it comes to Twitch. It's normalization of different faces. It's trying to actually, holding up TOS. It's holding up rules. It's what you potentially allow in your communities that sets the culture that happens. I can go to Twitch. I went to Twitch today to double check. I do this like every couple of days. I'll go to the front page of Twitch and I'll look at the streamers that they're highlighting on the carousel. And wouldn't you know, it's always, well, I don't want to pretend to know how anybody identifies, but from an optics point, it's usually white, cis, and male.
Yes.
There was a girl on the front page today. I'm not sure if they identified as a woman, but optics-wise, there was like one woman on the front page, and everybody else was a white guy.
Yeah.
That's how are things going to change when Twitch is literally doing the same thing over and over and over again, and not putting like diverse faces out there, not actually trying to normalize people of different communities, of different walks of life. Yeah, okay, there's Black History Month. Yeah, there's Pride Month. Outside of those months,
Yeah, they
What
seem to
Twitch
think
did.
people stop existing outside of that.
yeah,
I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
their
Awareness
excuse of,
months,
but we
right?
want to curb the harassment against you guys. I'm getting harassed anyway.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
not allowing me to find people who won't harass me.
Hi, Twitch has no
That's it, like-
discoverability. They're not finding me through your
No.
platform.
Yeah.
Which is like every
put-
other
they put
company during
people-
Pride Month when
Oh my
everybody
God.
just has rainbow logos.
Yeah.
I
They
work
put
in marketing,
people
and it's like
in the spotlight, but then
Yeah.
they don't do anything to help them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you can see the culture in gaming
Yep.
and streaming in general. If you just look at things like what happened to Zombie after she
Yep.
got
Yeah.
a console
Yeah.
to review. Like the
That was
entire
awful.
culture needs
Ridiculous.
to change.
And again, going back to the same question, like the creators that will have those communities that literally are the toxic communities that go after people, say that they have no responsibility for their communities, which is absolute bullshit. Yeah. Like
Be
anytime
accountable for
Yes.
your
Exactly.
community.
Your community is
Yeah.
a mirror. If you allow if you allow flies to attract to shit, you've just got a shit community.
Mhm.
And that's not to say everyone in there is going to be a horrible person, but you're just allowing horrible people to flock to you and keep being horrible without any accountability.
No, and it
If you-
sucks because we all are finding, like all of us here are creating these amazing, nice, kind communities, and they're the safe little bubble. But what happens when they get out of that? Because the bubbles aren't connecting because of all the other toxicity in between them.
Yeah, like I'm terrified to grow my channel beyond like the 30 concurrent that I can get because I know that just leads me to way more harassment.
Yeah.
Like,
If I'm
at
in
this
just
point,
chatting,
I like intentionally self-sabotage growing my channel at this point. Like,
yeah, if I'm in just chatting and I see like I usually have about like 30 to 40, if I see it spike up, I'm like, it's a troll attack. Here they come. Everybody get ready because I'm like ready to ban because there's going to be like 6 or 7 of them that are like, why are you gay?
Yeah.
Are you whamming? Just
Yeah.
every time you automatically just get on guard because you just know it's just so common. And the same thing when we were asking questions about, people coming in and asking, wanting to be educated earlier, that there's the 1 out of every 100. And as soon as somebody's like, well, why do you identify that way? You're like, are you going to be a fuckhead or are you actually asking?
Yeah. It's like I had a hate raid once that weirdly dissipated. Loads of people flooded in. They asked me a question about women in gaming. I gave my answer. They said, thank you, you're one of the good ones, and everyone left. And I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, what did I say? I'm pretty sure
That's really.
Yeah, and I was
I
like,
would be so on edge.
yeah, and I'm like, hold on, do I need to readjust what I just said? And I looked it back and I was like, no, actually, that's exactly what I would say again. But I don't understand that they just suddenly went, okay, who's next on my list to harass? And I'm like,
Yeah.
I am
That's part of
so...
the game.
And the fact that that's a thing, I know so many bigger streamers that get hate rated and then Twitch does nothing. Even when you're like, hey, I just had 300 people come into my chat and they've been harassing me, trying to dox me and all these things. And Twitch is like, oh.
Yeah, I don't... A few of the
Half
worst...
Prime Gaming rebranded. Here you go.
A few of the worst
That was our fucking response.
A few of the
Let's have a
worst are
town hall.
You want
Discuss
Prime
all
Gaming?
this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's have a town hall to discuss all this and make no real changes from it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry you got a hate raid. Can I offer you like a Fortnite skin, maybe? A custom Fortnite skin?
Yeah.
How about I lower your ad CPMs? I know everyone wants that. I'm not even a Twitch affiliate anymore, so like that doesn't affect me. But
Yeah.
I moderate for someone who got a front page slot on a charity stream that she was doing. And she is a bisexual and she's got a shaved head like me. And it was just like the whole mod team was so on edge for that whole 2-hour slot. It's like, what are we going to deal with? What are we going to face? What are people going to say? Like, we had to temporarily block the word cancer because if you've got a shaved head, people are going to be constantly asking you. Like, no, bitch, I just can't deal with hair in my eyes.
Yeah.
I just don't want to fringe.
I've been on front page like I think 6 times now. And every single time before it, because it's always been for charity streams, every single time before it, we're just like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's how we're gonna keep it safe. We've like I think auto mods caught a lot of stuff, but we've been pretty lucky that we've only had like 1 or 2 that have actually managed to get through. And they've been taken care of really quickly. But it's like I've had to, because I'm quite a small, like I'm growing. I'm not going to say I'm small, I'm going to say I'm growing. Because saying I'm small pisses people off, apparently. But like we have quite like a tight-knit community, you know? And to have like that many people in chat, you've got to like, I had to bring on like 4 extra mods one time. Because I had 1 mod the first time I was on front page. I brought on like 4 extra mods to deal with it. And it's
you definitely need that.
stressful. Like, it's a great experience for me because it's always been raising for charities that I care about, like St. Jude's and stuff. But it's stressful because you don't know what you're going to get. Because you don't look like the normal people that are on front page. You're not a cis white dude. You don't look like you belong there. Because that's what the platform says belongs there.
one of the things is I think Twitch literally has no idea what they're doing. Like the management over at Twitch, as far as I know and everything I've heard, is absolutely fucked. Like in terms of things getting lost in translation. I mean, you had that what was it called? That group of people that was supposed to come together.
The
like sort
community
stuff out.
safety committee or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
safety council. God,
the
that was a
safety council.
disaster.
Oh yeah.
What have they done? Again, it doesn't even matter because they'll put something in place and then that'll probably get passed off to somebody else at Twitch and they'll be like, okay, yeah, we'll deal with that at some point, and it'll go in a drawer somewhere and it'll just it'll never get dealt with.
It was entirely a publicity stunt because Co-Carnage has been on stream cited saying they've never talked to us about anything. It was entirely a publicity stunt.
Everything they do, the PogChamp thing was a publicity stunt. Something that they could have to get them clicks and media for doing positive things without thinking about the consequences and what it's actually going to do to people.
And now they're
instead of making it.
And now the
now it's a
PogChamp
fucking
emote is
lizard.
used as a fucking anti-Semitic trope.
Yeah, because
Oh god, I didn't even know that.
That's
Yeah,
get rid of it.
It's a Komodo.
Just get rid of it.
It's a Komodo lizard. Like,
Yeah.
how is that hype? You had
The
so
whole
many
lizard people thing is
Yeah.
like anti-Semitic.
massively anti-Semitic. Yeah, massively.
They also
I did
already
not
have
even
that
know that.
emote.
yeah, they
Like
also
that
already have-
emote is
yeah.
used for 2 emotes now as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, it's very much a case of the left hand has never even fucking met the right hand, let alone doesn't
Yeah.
know what it's doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
I will say, sorry, go on, go ahead.
well, so like, I'm autistic, and that's really important to say up front when I'm streaming because it affects entirely who I am, how I present, how I stream, how I communicate. Right. So to me, it's important that that's in my about section. But like, Twitch has got this fucking bullshit going on where you can't have a certain combination of identifying phrases. Like I wanted to update my bio, and this is like where I kind of got to know Paige because she saw my tweet about it. It's like, well, I can say I'm autistic and bisexual, but I can't also then say I'm genderqueer. And if I try and complain about I can't say genderqueer on their user voice, queer gets fucking starred out. Like,
Yeah, they had like a whole like 6-week period where queer was banned on
Yeah.
the entire platform. It's fixed
Again.
now, supposedly.
Yeah,
it's not.
ridiculous.
It's not fixed.
It's not.
They like. I'm now afraid to update my about me section because it's like, am I gonna have to delete a part of my identity from this paragraph of fucking text?
As far as I can
I
tell,
think it's worth pointing out
yeah.
the inherent stupidity of queer being a word that's banned in
Yeah.
like bios and chats and stuff like that, and they can't even moderate their own major Twitch
Yeah.
streams.
Yeah.
Because
Like-
queer is a slur to the straight still.
Yeah, I
We
keep
have
telling
And that's what we care about.
In the acronym.
Yeah, I keep
Yeah.
getting told that queer is a slur. I say I'm
No.
queer, and people are like, "You can't say that."
It's like,
Like,
Oh,
but
come
I
on,
just
yourself
did.
Don't tell me
that.
what I can say about myself.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I say I'm a cripple, and people will be like, and I'm like, no, I'm physically crippled. My knees are scarred to fuck. Like, honestly, if I was a dinosaur, I'd be a cripliosaurus. And
Yeah, it's
I
called
just
reclaiming words.
exactly.
Like Mia and
Yeah,
I
we're
can
taking
call
the words
ourselves
back.
names, but nobody else is allowed to call us that. Like,
Yeah.
because that's our fucking word. It's just it's the same with fucking queer. Like, I sexually identify as queer, mostly because of TERFs, but
I identify out of spite.
I
Well,
will.
that's
I will
because
say
I'm
that
in a danger. Sorry, go ahead.
the administration side of Twitch is probably ridiculous, which is, I mean, granted, I mean, it's a bunch of gamers who got started in San Francisco, so it makes sense. But I'll give you an anecdote. Let's say, so I've been supposed to have been on front page like the last 3 times now for different kind of things. The first time was through a frustration of mine, constantly trying to get in contact with people on the Twitch UK side who don't respond to emails at all, for starters, which is fucking insane for some reason. Anytime I've tried to get in touch with anybody from Twitch UK, just crickets. But after a while, I vented about my frustrations on Twitter. I finally got in touch with Kupo, who's lovely. She's one, I'm not going to say one of the good ones, but like, again, there are lovely people that work for Twitch and like are fantastic people. And they went out of their way to sort out a front page spot. That and the 2 subsequent spots never ended up happening. Like they're arranged, it's like, yeah, scheduled, let's go, we're on front page today, let's do it, we've hyped up the community, I'm ready. I've talked to, at the time Cyberpunk was coming out and we were doing on launch day for that, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna play Cyberpunk, it's gonna be great. Then numbers don't move, and it's like, yeah, you were never on front page, and then they put you on for like 10 minutes, and it's like, okay, where's the communication there?
Yeah.
What did you bump people off to put like another high profile person on, to put like some kind of like advertisement on there? Again, this is a little bit of a personal gripe, but it just goes to show like they don't know necessarily what they're doing, and they're constantly willing to throw diversity to the side for money, and that's what the whole thing with Twitch chat is. It's like they're scared, they capitulate to gamers TM, the toxic gamer culture, in order to just keep those dollars flowing. So it's
they profit off of diversity when it's useful for them.
Yes.
During Pride Month or Black History Month, the rest of the year it's just crickets.
Yeah.
You get back in your
when they
cupboard
started
now.
doing the cheer events, people had to pretty much riot to be able to keep the Pride ones, because they were like, oh, they're going to go away after this month.
Yeah, the
I love
first.
the Pride ones because one of them is dedicated to me.
I'm still
Teacup.
mad because I did emotes for a cheer event for Twitch, and we did not get to keep those ones, and I am still mad about it.
I would be.
Because I did some of the food fight ones.
Oh, I remember those.
oh nice.
Yeah, the first
It's
Through Our
weird,
Eyes.
like-
Sorry, the first Through Our Eyes event was on the front page, and I thought it went really well. I mean, on the first day we had 10,000 views, like concurrence of nearly 300 people, and like top rates of 2.5k. Like, and again, this is just stats because Twitch is a stats-based thing, and so I gained 100 followers that day. And so when the second one was planned, I applied for a front page slot, and the response I got was just, "Your channel isn't growing, so no, we will not fit you in." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Thank you.
You could help that if you were to
Yeah.
put me on the front.
And they were like, "Yeah, you need to actually try and grow your platform." I'm like, "Oh, cool."
Something that I notice all the time as well is that on the front page they will be the same streamer all the time. I'm not going to like name names, but it is usually like cis white male people who are on the front page, and every single time it's like, oh, I wonder who I can find out about and who's new, and it's like, oh no, that's the same person again. Okay, well,
It's actually
I feel like
surprising
the
at the
UK
current
front
moment.
page is worse for it than the US front pages, which is crazy. So
It's kind of crazy at the
I
current
have
moment.
a
The front page is
question.
pretty diverse.
I have a question related to front page.
Yep.
During Black History Month, they had the carousel. Did anyone else just not have that on their front page?
Yep. Never saw it.
Yeah, I
In the
never
UK,
saw
it
it.
wasn't on mine. I did not have that.
I don't think the UK had it. I think it was only available for the US, and
I
then
think
it
that's
was taken
part of
away
the problem is
immediately.
they're managed separately too, and I feel like the UK front page has a lot more problems than the US side does.
Yeah.
Like, because again, it all seems very, very chummy and who you know on the UK side. Like, because I've seen people with like concurrent viewership, which is like so low, and then they'll get a repeating front page spot because they happen to be on a team or something like that. And all of a sudden now they're just constantly featured, and it's like that's not necessarily how it should work, should it? Like, you can't give this one person with low viewership the same spot over and over and over again and then just shut everybody else out. What happened there? Like, what is the story there?
Yeah.
Like,
Plus,
it
I've
just
never
doesn't-
seen the channel point implementation to boost the stream. That I thought that was coming in. I've never ever seen that because people were like, "Oh, we could use the channel points to put you on like a discoverability." I was like, "Oh, that'd be so great," and I never ever saw it.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
It has problems.
I asked about this on Twitter, and like out of every streamer I know, one person had it like twice and had literally seen no effect from it. Like, it did not appear to do anything.
As a and I'm not sure if anybody else is partnered here, but as a partner, I've had it like probably like 3 to 4 times, and it doesn't really do that much anyway. Like, literally, they give you a point goal, and the point goal, the problem with that is like you can't even set it to give you the option to say, okay, now that the goal is met, it goes live instantly. It's like, yeah, you're gonna get promoted when the goal's met. If you get the goal right as you're about to finish stream, it's pointless.
Yeah, it's wasted.
Yeah.
ironically.
Plus, I did see one person who got it, and theirs was like 80,000 points or something.
Yeah.
And it was like,
I think mine's like 69,000 every time I get it.
Nice.
okay, that is pretty
Nice.
good. But at the same time, like, you've already got to have a decent amount of concurrence and long-standing viewers to bankroll that. And like, I thought it was meant to be a discoverability thing. And again, absolutely zero against partners because you've all worked incredibly fucking hard to get to where you are. But I thought it was meant to be for other people to actually grow the communities, to apply for the fucking thing. And like, yeah, it is telling that the only one of us who's seen it is a partner.
Yeah, and it's
absolutely nothing against you or the fact you are a partner. It's an incredible
it's
achievement.
fine.
But it's just
Again,
like, yeah,
it's a broken system. It doesn't work like everything else that Twitch does. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, and you know that your community is going to try and do anything they can to like help you grow as well. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, buddies. It's,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
yeah. So,
it's unfortunate.
right. Now, I'm afraid, seeing as we've come to a sort of natural lull, we are actually coming up to the end of our session, I'm afraid. And it has been incredible, and it has been so lovely to meet the few of you who weren't on the last one, and to see some friendly faces back again, and a toothbrush. And, you know,
I
in the
still
name
can't
of
use that
charity.
cat treat.
Yeah. What flavour was that cat treat?
It says dairy on the box.
Oh God.
Did you eat a cat treat? I did not even notice that.
Yeah.
It was not without fanfare.
She
How's
ate
the most
cat
tame
treats.
thing that happened?
What was the experience? Can you talk us through that experience? I'd actually love to know what that was like for you.
I'd like to could we get a recreation?
What we're
Don't
saying
eat
is
another
equal-
one, please.
No, we're not going to make you. No,
Oh, Mia, it's happening tonight.
God
I got a whole bag.
that is a good point, actually.
Oh no.
Before we get closing words, I will like to say that when this stream finishes around 10 p.m., we will be raiding Cassie. Cassie, can you tell the people why?
Hi, I'm doing a charity event with a bunch of trans streamers and Among Us doing
Hell yeah.
For Trans Lifeline
Perfect. Brilliant.
because
So,
it is Trans Visibility Week.
yes. So,
Hell yeah.
obviously, I didn't
I
actually
didn't
know.
even know that.
I didn't know
I
it was
feel bad now.
I didn't know it was Trans Visibility Week until I went through Twitter and had a look at, you know, the things coming up to be aware. And I was like, oh, this stream's falling in a really great place. And then Cassie was like, hey, I'm doing this thing. And I'm like, perfect. Oh, that flows so nicely.
See,
So
I totally didn't plan to do this on the same day, but the
Course you
first three
didn't.
people I approached were like, yeah, I'm only free on the 27th. I was like, fuck.
but it's actually worked out really well. So if you are still
Yeah,
here
yeah.
around 10 p.m., we will be going over to Cassie, and obviously we would love you to show some support over there as well. So we will bring the people if we can. Also, the alert box has not made any noise since, and it is blessedly quiet, apart from my cat fucking cannonballing onto the desk. So that's fun. Thank you,
Hi, Drac.
everyone, for your time. Do we have any final words, starting with Shanadin?
Keep being awesome, keep being queer, keep being who you are. Don't let anyone tell you you're not enough. I spent a long time thinking I was not queer enough to be part of the LGBTQIA community. And I'm only recently exploring it. And yeah, I'm massively grateful to Arthremus, our wonderful host, and Mouse, obviously, for including me and helping me feel really valid. It's been great. So yeah, thank you.
You are valid. And I know you were a little nervous, and you have done fucking fantastically. And we would love to have you back on another one.
I'd love to come back.
Well, we'll sort it out then. All right, Toothbrush, Ali Mac, Ali Plaque. Go on.
Just you deserve to be the truest version of yourself, and you deserve to take up space in this world. So continue doing that and being who you want to be, because at the end of the day, that's who matters. And Paige, thank you again for having me. I absolutely love being on these, and I love being chaotically gay, whether I'm a toothbrush or just myself. So thank you. I look forward to doing it again.
We will absolutely, as I say, I've got the next 6 months minimum planned out. We're booked up for 3 months on the podcast. And we're also potentially looking at a merch line, which will also be a charity fundraiser for each piece that we sell. Which will be
Yes,
stickers
I
that
love
say,
charity.
It'll be stickers that say "Be your own advocate," like
Nice.
stand up for yourself.
Oh
So,
yeah,
yeah.
I made
Sign me up
I made
immediately.
trans rights stickers recently. If anyone likes Hollow Knight, you can buy these on the internet.
Oh my gosh, that's so
They're so
cute.
Also,
amazing.
also, I learned a really important error,
Oh, no.
a really important lesson about double, triple, quadruple checking, because
Aw.
That's not
Wham.
how you spell human.
Wayman. Wayman.
Hueman.
Hueman.
Women.
I don't know about you. I'm a Hawaiian.
I like Hueman,
I am
actually.
too. Yeah.
I'm a
That's a
Hawaiian
good term.
being.
You should just give them out to other streamers so we can all
Sounds
be in the
like
know.
you sound like Doodle Bob from SpongeBob.
Yeah, those are gorgeous designs. All right, Cassie, any chaotic words from you?
Okay, I got two things.
Oof.
It's never too late to come out. I lived 23 years as a cis dude. I just came out 3 years ago, so it's like never too late to find yourself. And I feel like there's a big pressure in trans people because you see so many Zoomers who are like 16 and already come out. You can come out whenever, like whenever you're comfortable, whenever you're safe, whenever you're ready to like explore new things about yourself. And the second thing is be gay, do crime.
Yes.
Cool. Yes. Excellent. Be gay, do crime. Mia, anything from you? And Mulch.
Really, anything I would say would be echoing what everybody else has already said. So I'll say this instead. Everything is a lie. Nothing actually really matters. The media, all of that stuff, it's literally just designed to make us feel bad about ourselves in order to, pay for some CEO's holiday home. Never feel bad about not being what you see in the media. You are you. You are fantastic, and you are totally valid. Just being you.
Brilliant. Beautiful words. Thank you very much. How about you, Mouse?
Yeah, just like be unapologetically yourself. And also, I really need like motivational videos of just Allie saying all of these things because like that's all I need to get hyped up for the day, I think.
Allie, I think you just found your TikTok.
I was gonna say, Ali.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ali Mac just needs to do.
I actually have done some stuff like that.
Yes, chaotic rainbow TikTok. Perfect. I think that's brilliant. And Liv, my darling, how about you?
I would say I would echo what everyone else has said. Be yourself. You are wonderful and valid. Also the fact that you're not alone. I'm pretty sure that if you do feel alone, you can like hop into anyone here's community and kind of hang out, and you'll be accepted and loved. So like just there's always going to be support out there and friendships to make. So yeah, and thank you, Mouse and Paige, for having me. So.
Thank you for being here and again sharing your time because it is the most precious gift you can give. If anyone does want to come and check out all these beautifully chaotic beans in their own wonderful fashions, if you please type in !multi MULTI into the chat, that will give you a You cannot show that on stream, Cassie! Put that cake away! If you would
I just don't want her to crash, and then we're all gonna sit here as Cassie's passed out on the floor because she knocked her head on something.
No, that's
I'll
me
be
in a
fine.
few hours. Give me. I'm still going to be able to run off this chaos for a bit longer. But yes, if you wanna check everyone out, please do. They are all fantastic and have been so kind. So we're not finished. No, there's another 6 hours. So I'm just gonna stretch.
Oh hell yeah!
Fine.
Yeah, make sure you stretch and drink some water and take care of yourself. All
not
right.
drinking.
Check.
Also, it's really good as well that you and Mouse are both co-hosting this time because like I was so worried about you last time. I was like, oh
Yeah,
my
you
God.
were
Joined by the end of
tired.
the last
Yeah.
one.
It's alright, it comes with being chronically ill anyway. But yes, so Mouse is actually hosting this next section. So we are going to go to a quick BRB screen. Again, please donate to the charity. We're nearly at the £1,000 mark, which is just fantastic. We will see you in a minute with our next set of guests. See you shortly.
Limited range of movement.